Well, I spilled a little bit of nail polish on that.
No,
so
you did not.
I'm
going to put this thing by the...
I had a little accident earlier today.
Can I just throw this away?
No, I'm going to take it home and wash it.
Oh,
it's still
God.
good. We can sell it in our bazaar.
If you will look behind
when we have our bazaar.
On that wall, on the door, there is a clown. And I need you to get me one of them plastic sacks that's in the bottom.
Yeah, they's having this one of them running races in our town, and they're goddamn running all over the place.
Yeah, I know.
Everywhere.
They was up at like 8 o'clock this morning with the damn helicopters and the people screaming and the band playing.
That shows you how stupid people are.
Would you pick that up?
Yes. How stupid people are, and that they'll pay money to go run all around the town.
I'm putting this by your stuff.
Without stopping for like 4 hours.
And you need to take it with you.
And they're everywhere. But anyway, I think they have to pay money, and all they get is like a little t-shirt.
No, they give them a medal. I saw it on the news.
Well, that's only if you win.
No, everybody gets one for trying.
Oh, so it's a feel-good thing.
Yeah, it's like one of them things that...
I was just explaining to cameraman something about how the people... credit cards. That
they're evil. I've had one, and it was a bad idea. I've been in debt for a very long time, and have to keep my identity on the down low so that the creditors don't come after me. Although, you know, it's kind of counterintuitive because I'm on TV, but I figure none of them people watch Access, so I'm pretty safe.
No, because mostly they're in, like, Florida.
Yeah, right. They ain't going to be here.
They're just telemarketers.
They got a list of names they're going to call and harass. Right. That's all they do.
They're just a collection, yeah. It's like anybody can do that. Mm-hmm. And I think in Florida, anybody can do that, so.
Well, it's, you know, it's like an entry-level job. If you've got the stomach for it.
Yeah. It's just like all of them telemarketing things.
All right. Well, hi, everybody. Welcome to Cookin Good. I'm your hostess and chef, Arcie Cola, and this is my sister and philosophy expert, Shasta Cola.
I'm learning physics.
Yeah, and we're here on Sunday in February, and we're going to make some cornbread.
It's Black History Month.
Right. It's still Black History Month. And we're not making cornbread because of that, but we're making cornbread because it is a traditional Southern dish. And I happen to like a good bit of cornbread with certain things.
I love cornbread.
Cornbread is something basic. All y'all ought to know how to make.
And I don't like corn, but I like corn. I mean, I like corn, but I don't like the idea of corn.
Right.
But cornbread is just so delicious.
Well, you know, we have different kinds of cornbread. You can get cornbread that's sweet.
I like sweet cornbread,
which you normally find up north, and you can get cornbread that's kind of not sour or nothing, but just kind of more bread-like, not too sweet, down in the south. And you can also get cornbread that's got peppers or jalapenos or other kinds of vegetables mixed in with it.
Sometimes
there's a milk corn. There's a million different things you can do with cornbread. But the basic stuff is cornmeal, and sometimes you can use flour, but I prefer not to. Cornmeal and eggs and baking powder and baking soda and, you know, all that stuff. So what I'm going to do is grease a pan. I love greasing pans. Something good about that hand just sliding around there in that
lard fingers.
You know, I'm going to use this one over here. I got one that's large.
I guess I can. I made a cheat sheet for stuff that I want to talk about. You know, like life revelations that have come to me.
What was that? Was that my foot?
I think it was there. Oh, I love your shoes.
Well, thank you.
I like your whole outfit. I can never understand my notes when I write them.
Do you want a snack or anything?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I had some beans and rice earlier. Hope I don't get too gassy.
I thought you didn't like the legumes.
I don't, but they're all refried beans, so it's like you can fool yourself. Plus, it is mainly like lard, I think. It's basically just like a substitute for something good like butter.
Well, lard is just as good as butter, in my opinion.
I like lard.
Lard's good.
It's just meat fat, right? Am I right?
Right. It's just like rendered fat, usually pork fat. Gotta get my stuff all situated.
Every time we film, that person back there is in their yard.
They're always
raking.
out there.
I think they're trying to spy on us.
No, they're just into their garden. I'm not quite into the garden yet this year. It's
about time.
I know. I can't believe it.
I think I'm gonna grow some vegetables.
Yesterday my tomatoes froze up.
Well, you know, it was really cold yesterday and rainy.
Yesterday. It was in December.
It was all tornado-y.
They held on till then. That's a good thing about Texas is that, you know, if the shit goes down, you've got a long growing season.
Yeah, as long as you have access to water.
Right, about the only things you can't grow too good are like greens, like spinach and salad greens, because they need like cold days for their germination. So
you'd have to grow them inside probably.
Or you just have to have a real short growing season where you might just get some, but they don't keep, so your staples are going to be stuff that you can harvest more close to year round.
We need to do that. Have you ever had that where you can eat dandelions, but you have to pick them at a certain time or they're toxic?
No.
We should do that. I'll research it because we should do that on the show. I think they're called poached salad. It's called poached salad.
Well, okay. I could eat some dandelion.
They're like, it's okay to eat them.
Yeah.
But only before they get, like before they flower, before something happens, because that's when they get filled with the toxins. I'll read up on it on the internets. Okay. That's the good thing about that interweb. You can find out anything you want to know. You don't have to like go to the library or talk to a smart person or watch television. You can just look it up. It's got an anchor on it. What's that about?
It's like the brand name.
Oh.
Okay, so I want to preheat my oven to
Why do you keep that oil in the fridge?
Because it says to. It says refrigerate after opening on the container.
Oh.
Right there. Right there. So, do you get it? All right. All right, so what I want to do is start with my wet ingredients because I'm lazy and I don't like to do separate bowls. What you can do if you really want to do it in the official way is you mix your dry ingredients together and then in a separate bowl you mix your wet and then you pour them in. But I figure I'll put the wet in first, then add the dry, then real quick stir it all up. It'll be about the same. I'm going to start with 2 cups of water. You can use milk, you can use a milk substitute. You know, it's not exactly necessary, but it might add extra subtle flavors. It just depends on what you want to do. So 2 cups of water.
I've been dancing. I got me one at Duke. It's Duke's, but he's got one of them game things with that pad on the floor, and you do the steps, and you.
Well, that's good.
You learn the rap dancing. Yeah, I was over at his house, and I was doing that, and I swear I hurt my back somehow. I think I was just maybe did it a little too long.
Okay. 2 cups of water. And then 2 eggs.
I bet that playing with one of them machines like that, you know, the step thing would be good for people who were like obsessive compulsive.
Well, because you'd be compelled.
You would be compelled to just sit and do that and use up all your energy instead of like, you know, cutting yourself or selling drugs or.
Well, you got to convince yourself that doing the
sports
dance is more fun. Like you got to convince your subconscious.
Well, I think people who are kind of like to do repetitive things anyway, like gambling or sex.
Factory workers.
Yeah, that they've got something wrong with them anyway that just makes it. It's like when you're really high, how you like doing one thing. You know, like
I
you
think
could,
it's more that you just lose track of the time.
Yeah, well, it's like a trance you can get into, you know? And you just get into that